really cool.
Guess that's what it looks like when the gas pools in the carburetor.
Welcome to another episode of Pay It Forward Garage, where I help somebody do something that they either don't know how to do, don't have time to do, or don't have money to do. Today, we're doing a line lock install, and I'm pretty dang excited. So, this is I don't even know what year it is, but it's a Belair. It's a really sweet car. And we're going to put line lock in the front so we can do some massive burnouts. Let's go take a look. Look at that. Still got a little bit of rubber. A little bit of rubber left over from my burnouts. Just a little bit. That's what Nate wants, is rubber. I see it. Tell me about your car, Nate.
It's pretty.
Oh, yes, it is pretty. What year is it?
It is a 56 Belair 210.
They even got a roll bar in there already? Look at that. And this thing's awesome. Small block, 350?
Nope. Small block 400.
Ooh.
Or 30 over. A very, very aggressive cam to match the tunnel ram. It's an ISKI cam. I would have to grab my phone for the specs on it. Electric fuel pump, electric water pump. Had to relocate the alternator because it just had a little baby one, and that was not charging the system.
No, not working.
Running off of about 7.5 psi for fuel to the carburetors.
This is just beautiful. You got this from South Dakota?
Uh-huh.
Look at this
They
car.
found it in a farmer's field in Oklahoma.
Side pipes even. I didn't notice that.
Mm-hmm.
Disc brakes in the rear?
Front and rear.
Wow.
But they sent it to Texas to get frame off restoration.
So you're telling me the underside's beautiful also?
Pretty much.
Sure is. Oh, look at that. You've even got cutouts on it. 3 bolts and hear me roar.
Super annoying and loud.
Oh, yeah. You've tried it already?
No, I have not. I have not done that. I choose life as
I bet it's already loud. It sounded loud from the video.
it's ridiculously loud.
What kind of tires are those?
I have no idea. The all the lettering and numbering is all gone on this side and the inside.
Did they, like, sand it off or what?
I think it was on
kinda
a different car and potentially rubbed.
I don't know where I put my damn keys.
Outside pop the trunk.
This thing's beautiful. Paint job looks good.
It's pretty decent. The only parts that are starting to come off are in here because I didn't prime it very well. 'Cause it's engine compartment.
Yeah.
But
Gets hot, whatever. That's how mine is too. I just shot some like duplicolor engine enamel on mine when I had the engine out, and it still doesn't look this good. I'll take it. If you don't mind, I'll take it off and move it.
Have at it.
Okay,
All
perfect.
my stuff's over there.
Okay. I just wanted to let you know what I was going to do before I start drilling holes in your
Hey,
beautiful
you do
car.
your thing, man. I know you're not going to be unnecessary.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So here's what I was just talking with Nate about, is that the brake line length is very crucial in this. So it used to just come right out of the master cylinder from this one and go into this T, and then it goes right out to the other brake on the driver's side, and then this one goes way over to the passenger side. If you don't have the same length brake line to both front brakes, when you hit the brake, it's going to pull. It is going to pull very hard to whichever side is closer because it gets more pressure. It's going to take the path of least resistance, so the shorter line, boom. So to mitigate some of that, I'm going to take this proportioning valve right down here out. Well, it's not really a proportioning valve, it's just a T. I'm going to take the T out, and we're going to move this guy from right here to down here. That way this line reaches. And then we'll use this shorter guy to go from this brake line to the line lock kit. Now what that's going to do is give the length, so they're going to be better. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be better. So I'm going to get to doing that. Well, we've got this line for the driver's side brake done. And then back up around here, you can see we've moved the line lock kit right there. So we've got both lines coming out of that T, and then our new line that I just made for the main line into the line lock is going to go right there. I'm pretty excited. So I used my bender and I bent this guy all up. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to get us close, very close. Alright, so I got to put more bend right in here. Alright, got a little more bend in it. I think that will be way more better. Oh man, that's like a glove. Right back over here, you can see how I've got that. I like it here, but I want this tucked in a little bit more, so I'm going to put more bend right here in this area. That way it's kind of tucked up here a little bit more. So this is currently how I've got it bent to be, so this will be your main line. I can try to put more bend in here if you want it tucked a little farther back, but
there's no real reason to.
No, I'm pretty happy with it.
I'm pretty happy with your expertise on that.
Hey, the only reason
I don't know what redneck decided to hand bend that other shit though.
If we get some other new lines, I'll definitely put some nicer bends in. This one really makes the other ones look terrible. Sorry.
Comparatively, yep.
I mean, the car still looks great. Just, yeah.
Don't look too close.
That one brake line looks fantastic, and the other ones are just, they're there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do have a random question for you.
Uh-huh.
Before you put those fittings in, you did tighten the main fittings, right?
These ones right here? Absolutely.
The brass ones?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
That was the first thing I did.
Because I would have forgot.
No.
And then I would have pushed the brakes and shit would have been everywhere. Like, oh, man.
I did not forget. So.
And then this is going to end up having to have a full bleed out, right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. All I know is this has been a lot of fun, so.
The fun hasn't even started yet.
I know, right? All right. It's tightened down. I just got to get some screws in it. But it's in a good spot. Tucked out of the way. Yeah. All right, brakes are bled. He said that now he doesn't have to pump as many times before he's happy, so it's a good day. Good day. So what do we have left to do now? Wire and then test to make sure that the brakes are holding. I'm excited. The wire is going to be pretty easy. We got a positive and a negative. We can ground it to the chassis wherever we put a bolt through, if you have a ring terminal.
I do, somewhere. Once upon a time I had a lot of them.
Looking good.
I have some.
That'll be kind of the finished product there. Have to clean up a little bit of fluid, but
Here's some wire.
I don't like working under pressure.
what would you know about pressure?
Under pressure.
That will be fantastic.
Was it the exact right size?
I think it'll be the right size, yeah. Then we'll just put our ring terminal on the end of the black one. We'll just go right there to that screw.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be lovely. So as long as the chassis of your car is grounded, it'll be fine.
Sure. What'd you hook it into?
Radio.
I don't have a radio.
I know. It's just the fuse in the fuse box. Hopefully it has power. So as long as you give it ignition, then when you push that switch, you should hear it click. Yep. So I don't have my voltmeter with me, otherwise I would test for power on the radio fuse. But I'm going to guess that there's no power where I'm taking that out of. So let me...
Here's the shitty part.
You want to scooch over?
I feel like I'm in high school.
Do you? Do you want me to snuggle you or what? That looks really cool.
I guess that's what it looks like when the gas pools in the carburetor.
It must. I like it. Now it's working. Listen for the click. Solenoid's working. So to make this work, you stomp on the brakes. So get in here and do it. All right.
Brakes.
So you stomp on the brake, push and hold this, and then release the brake pedal. That will hold pressure to the front brakes and release the rear. See how it's weird when you push it? Then you let go of it and you hear all the fluid go back in the reservoir.
Alright. Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
I know, right? I'm excited. I mean, I'm pretty sad that it's... How late is it? 11 o'clock. Yeah, it's going to be really hard for us to justify doing a smoky burnout in the... That's all right. They're going to wake up in my car. Starts anyway. Hell yeah. Look at that. So there's our finished product with the solenoid and the brake lines. So if you're in the market for doing a line lock, remember a couple of things. Your brake line going to each front brake needs to be the same length. Otherwise, it'll get wonky when you're trying to stop. How's that work for you, Nate? How's it when you try to stop with this before? Like you slam the brakes on and it pulls hard to the driver's side?
Pulls me into oncoming traffic.
Yeah. That's what you want to avoid. So get your front brake lines as close to the same length as you can. This is way better because now we've got this about 18-inch piece in here, whereas before it was just from this block straight into it. So it's going to be better, but it still needs about another 2-foot piece within here. And we just make a coil and put it in there, and that way it'll break more evenly. But pretty simple. Here's your main line coming from your master cylinder to the inlet. Then you go out to the front brakes. So the outro is where I tell everybody that this was Pay It Forward Garage, where I help other people do stuff that they either don't know how to do, they don't have time to do, or they don't have money to do.
Or don't have the wherewithal to do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I just, try to help people and do my thing. But I also tell people that you can find me on social media. I'll put all that stuff here. It's also in the description of the video. This has been really fun. You guys are going to have to follow Nate's Instagram if you want to see some burnout videos. Yeah. We'll get together and we'll have to do some burnouts together. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. See you next time. If you want to be on Paid Forward Garage, you know how to find me.